posters of different celebrities, and this was with some Halloween specials, and also they were sending you some tattoos with Halloween theme, but I don't have them. And this cost 25 crowns back then. Here is some commercials from different music bands. This was Point Break. I don't remember them. All Saints. Dr. McDo. He was like a Swedish man. Also he had another named. He was Dr. Bombay with a song Calcutta. And here is a band called Tribe. I don't know which they are. And here you can read what's inside the magazine. Here's an article about the singer Craig David. He was 19 years back then. He had no girlfriend, but he was looking for one. And he had no pets. Here's an ad, or what do you say, commercial for tampons. So this magazine were mostly was most girls reading. Here's some stuff about different celebrities. Jennifer Lopez, George Clooney. This is NSYNC maybe. Justin Timberlake. Britney Spears. Kelly's. Here was some gossip about different celebrities. It says here that Brad Pitt was very happy to be engaged or married to Jennifer Aniston. And the best part of being married with her is that he can fart and eat ice cream in the bed. And here is something about Robbie Williams, and it's he got asked what is the most weirdest gift he got from someone, a fan, and he says herpes. not on the, how do you say it? It's a list of things that is not popular anymore. And on the second place it says Aaron Carter. It's sad. Here is an article about the power of saying no to someone, like a friend or boyfriend. Can you see who this is? This is Alexander Skarsgård. It was when he was much younger. I don't know if it says here. They were doing an interview with him about if he's nice or not. Like, have you walked over the street with an old lady? Yes, I had. She was a bit confused, so I was trying and help her. Do you take time for your siblings? Yes, I'm away quite much. So I wish that I had more time with them. I'm going to take my brother on football when I get the time. Madonna and Stella McCartney, Selma Blair, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, Courtney Love and Drew Barrymore, Melissa Joan Hart and Britney Spears. Here's about a Swedish old singer. He was known for like one song, and his name is Joakim Hillson. There was something cut out. Matrix. Here's some tips for store stuff in your room. IKEA. Some other Swedish stores. Here was some haircuts, hairstyles that were popular back then. Which of them did you have? Here's some tips for the Halloween. Things to wear on the Halloween party. I think it was quite early back then with Halloween. with your friends. And this is like a story, like a scary story, I believe. And here is some tips again. I believe that it was popular with green. Look at this old phone. Ericsson R310. It was waterproof, a bit waterproof. Here is some 80s themed stuff that they were. Maybe it was a bit of a time that it was popular too. I didn't remember that. Here is punk stuff. If you would like to have that style, like they were tips or helping you to get the style in. If you wanted some special style, they had some things they showed you that you can buy in different stores. H&M, MAC, makeup store. And here's classic squares. Here is a CD from Tabas. I don't know if you know the band Tabas. It's a Swedish band. And there is a group singing kids songs, lollipops, boys and girls, and Smurfits. The Smurfs. Here is this page is about sex and love, and they could send her a letter and ask her about stuff why is the period brown, and she answered them, and where is the condoms. So and here is about clothes and beauties. How can I get rid of my pimples fast? I think that was many people were wondering about that. Here is an article about a girl that was kidnapped. It was true crime back then. Swatch clocks, arm clocks. was a movie with Alexander Skarsgård. He's a handsome guy. And here is some movie tips. It says that Bruce Willis was a very good friend to Matthew Perry, and they were so good friends that he was like having him on the Friends show. So that was a success. Here you have a CD with Mofats. I don't know if you remember them. Mofats, the Mofats. Here you could read your star shine. Some notes that people could send into the magazine, and here it says, my friend says that Red Hot Chili Peppers are like lousy, not lousy, but drug addicts. And she likes herself. She likes Britney Spears. Yes, I know. Red Hot Chili Peppers was on drugs. But what does that matter? They can play themselves. It's their music that's the most important. And here it says, I'm very afraid every night. What if a murder comes? I can't sleep. Every day somebody gets killed. And next time it could be my turn. I'm scared. Why does it exist people that want to hurt others? And here is what's coming in the next magazine. Ramazzotti, Mojo, Robbie Williams, and Kylie Minogue. Cisco, Eminem, Thomas Rujak, Blues, and D, and U2. And it was single CDs, so it only cost 29.5, almost 30 crowns back then. So that was all for today. What do you think about magazines, reading, and page turning videos? Would you like to see more of that? Have a great day. I see you soon. Goodbye.